Brutal Barracuda, a Sniper Elite channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the first of a series of short videos I shall be putting out from time to time called Zeroed In, where I take an interesting comment from one of my previous videos and talk a little more about it. So today's comment comes from Nifter71, a regular viewer of the channel whose comments I always look forward to. Now Nifter71 wrote, "Why not end Conqueror with a counter-attack by a shitload of reinforcements arriving below the tower and encourage the level to end with a bang instead of the usual underwhelming whimper? With sniping now so easy compared to previous installments, the replayability factor seems entirely dependent on invasion mode. Sniper Elite 3 was far more limited by comparison, but the endgames at Fort Refugio and the airfield meant that the levels finished on an exciting high." Now I understand exactly what Nifter is saying about Sniper Elite 5 levels ending in an underwhelming whimper. So Mission 1, Atlantic Wall, once we're finished, all we need to do is head over to the barn and open the door. Mission 2, Occupied Residence, once we've completed our objectives, just run to a hole in the fence. Mission 3, Spy Academy, once we're finished, simply interact with this boat. And the same can be said for all missions in the game, and Sniper Elite 4 was exactly the same. And it's not a problem, it makes sense. You've accomplished your mission objectives, now you need to exfiltrate. But one of the fun things about Sniper Elite 3 were its set pieces at the end of various missions, and Fort Refugio is a perfect example. The mission is fairly open to begin with, and you can infiltrate the fort in multiple ways. Once inside, you need to make your way to the prison cells where you find an injured Brower and release him.
But I'm a little the worse for wear.
I can give you cover.
But to end the mission with a bang, instead of just exfiltrating, we have to provide covering fire from the top of the fort whilst Brower makes a run for it.
He's on the move.
Or Pont du Fas airfield, where we have to provide covering fire for the long-range desert group as they drive up and down the airstrip, destroying the aircraft. Having set pieces at the end of various missions like these in Sniper Elite 5 would help them to end on a high. I do completely agree with Nifter on this, just approaching a flag on Conqueror and pressing a button does end the mission on an underwhelming whimper. Instead of activating the flag to end the mission, it would be nice if it instead triggered the mission end game, triggering a load of reinforcements to arrive to try and retake the castle. Maybe if X amount of troops make it inside, the mission fails. Or maybe some resistance members trying to escape the Nazis and we have to provide covering fire for them. The top of the tower on Conqueror would be perfect for that. Now I'm not saying things like this need to be added to every single mission, but it would be great if this kind of thing was added to at least some of them. Take for example Spy Academy. Imagine instead of just exfiltrating by the boat on the jetty, what if instead a fishing boat commandeered by the resistance approaches from out at sea to help you escape, when suddenly a couple of Nazi patrol boats arrive and you have to take them out before they destroy your only means of escape. Or maybe secret weapons. Imagine if this train next to the extraction wasn't here to begin with, and it arrives just as you make your way to the exfil, full of soldiers that you have to battle your way through before you can escape, just ending the mission with a bit of a bang. And it doesn't have to be big elaborate set pieces. Even Syrah Oasis on Sniper Elite 3 added a little bang to the end of the mission. Just as we're about to exfiltrate, we think we're done when a group of snipers turn up and must be dealt with before we can leave. You only have to kill 2 or 3 snipers and it's done, but something so small and simple can make a mission ending so much more exciting.
I'd say that makes us even, old chap. Don't you?
The closest we get to any kind of set piece on Sniper Elite 5 is at the end of Rubble and Ruin, where we have to take a shot to blow up the facility. And the shot is so damn easy, it's pointless. One bullet anywhere on these massive tankers and boom, mission complete. It's impossible to miss, even on Authentic. Now the target we have to shoot should have been tiny, making the shot tricky. I mean, it can only be so hard with aim assist on, but there should have been multiple valves to shoot as the camera's shaking as various explosions are going off. We'd be trying desperately to hit the targets as we're running out of time as the Kraken sub slowly makes its way out of the base, ending the mission with a bang.
Gotta take the shot. I can't let those subs launch.
I mean, look, the submarines don't even attempt to leave. Now these are just a few examples of things they could have done to make the end of the missions a bit more exciting. One of my favourite parts of Sniper Elite 3 is at the end of Kasserine Pass. We have to go and retrieve Brower's body to end the mission, but a large group of elite snipers turn up, and because of the way the glint works in Sniper Elite 3 and how savage Authentic difficulty is in that game, it makes for a great little sequence of trying to find and take out these snipers before they take you out. Karlshorst command post on Sniper Elite V2 had a very similar thing, where we had to take out a group of elite Russian snipers to end the mission.
Die Knie.
Mach es schnell.
Mach ich doch immer.
As Sniper Elite has moved away from the more linear maps of Sniper Elite 2 and 3 to the huge open sandboxes of Sniper Elite 4 and 5, they seem to have done away with these set pieces. And as these set pieces were usually located at the end of missions, this is what has caused the missions of Sniper Elite 5 to feel as though they are indeed ending on a bit of an underwhelming whimper. Hopefully, in Sniper Elite 6, we will see some of these set pieces return, and once again end missions on an exciting high. Okay guys, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank Nifter71 for his awesome comment. Also, let me know in the comments section if you agree that the missions on Sniper Elite 5 end in an underwhelming whimper. Or are you perfectly happy with the way the missions in Sniper Elite 5 end? And you never know, maybe your comment will be the topic of the next episode of Zeroed In. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, it really does help the channel to grow. This is a dedicated Sniper Elite channel, so hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date on all things Sniper Elite, and I will see you guys in the next video!
Brutal Barracuda, a Sniper Elite channel.